Let's hear it for Eddie Stevens. Eddie.
Wow. Good evening. My name is Eddie Stevens, and I am a divorce attorney. Divorce attorneys are known for dealing with high conflict, super stressful. In fact, many of my peers are just totally burnt out. If you are a family law professional, you have to be careful because of the amount of toxicity that you're exposed to. In fact, it's almost like working with poison. I have to take active steps to ensure my own mental wellness. You might be asking, why would anyone want to do this? Not only am I a divorce attorney, but I love being a divorce attorney. I get to be the help my family needed when we were in crisis. See, when I grew up in Miami, I had an older sister and two parents who loved me very much. But they both had substance abuse issues. And that led to a very chaotic childhood. When I entered high school, my mother died because of her addiction. That was devastating. In the 1980s, we didn't know about adverse childhood experiences and the impact they had on our youth. We didn't understand the science that toxic stress disrupts the development of a young child's neurological brain. But now we do. And there's a lot of mental health professionals in my life that say I am very lucky to be living a functional, productive life. I'm lucky. I didn't feel lucky at the time. I had to move in with my grandmother. She paid for things, gave me shelter, but she had already raised her kids, and I was kind of left to my own to figure out high school, getting into college. In fact, it felt like I was all alone. And then angels would appear to assist me when obstacles would present themselves at critical moments in my life, and they helped me overcome them. And these angels would manifest in different ways, like my buddy who taught me how to cook a grilled cheese and take care of my car and wash my clothes, my friend's mom who taught me how to see things from someone else's perspective, the importance of gratitude. I learned a lot of empathy from her. My 10th grade gym coach who asked me how I was doing on days where it was pretty obvious I wasn't doing very well, but yet another physical sign I was not alone. And there was my drama teacher, Mrs. Julie. She believed in me in times where I didn't even believe in myself, and she took an awkward, shy kid and made him shine. When I was 16, I wrote a play. It was about a kid who lost his mother. She let me direct that play, and it toured all over Miami. It had such a profound impact on my confidence, and it showed me that I could create something that not only helped me heal myself, but helped me heal others as well. In college, I wanted to be a storyteller, so I started studying motion picture production. But I also craved stability, and I wanted a family. And I saw my uncle, who was a very well-known divorce attorney here in Palm Beach. And I saw how good he was with his family, how he helped people. And then I had kind of a light bulb moment. Get a ticket to practice law and go work for my uncle. Yet another angel that was placed in my pathway. So I did, and once I made up my mind, getting from point A to point B was pretty easy. And I found I could do divorce. I was pretty good at it. I could deal with other people's trauma because of what I had been through. Being a divorce attorney is kind of like, at times, being a fireman, where you're actually pulling people out of very dangerous situations. Now, I've been doing it for 25 years. And something happened early in my career that was wonderful. I discovered I could help people without just being a divorce attorney. Early in my career, there was a paralegal that worked with us, and she was having difficulties raising her teenage daughter. On this instance, Kathleen, her 16-year-old, went to Manalapan Beach to drink with some older boys. Now, if you're from around here, you know the inevitable result of underage drinking on Manalapan Beach. If you're not, Manalapan Beach is where the uber rich live. They're so rich, they have their own police force. Well, these kids were dumb, and they got nabbed. Kathleen thought she got off with just a warning. Her mother was beside herself, didn't know what to do. So I didn't know much about raising teenage daughters, but I did know about the law, and I had an idea. I was going to leave a message on their family answering machine. You remember those, right? If you don't, it's like a virtual voicemail for the whole family. It's the best way I can explain it. So I picked up the phone and dialed the number. Hello, this is Officer Stevens from the Manalapan Police Department. We're calling about the incident last night. We're going to need to speak to Kathleen. Would you please bring her down to the station? Click. That's all it took. Kathleen came home from school, played the message, instantly called her mother in a frenzied panic, and we knew we were able to leverage this moment and turn it into a teaching lesson. Now, Kathleen's mom was kind. She didn't torture her, didn't want to cause a permanent damage, and she told her that Officer Stevens was not real. But Kathleen learned that lesson, and I learned I had a superpower. I could take my unique abilities, however mischievous they were, and actually help people, and I've been doing so one person at a time ever since. When I was a kid, I used to look for these angels. Now, I look for opportunities to be the angel. I put myself in traffic where these opportunities arise. I serve on the board of directors of a charitable organization called the Center for Child Counseling. They give therapy to the most vulnerable children in our county. And they're also helping create a trauma-informed community. I serve on the board of directors of Leadership Palm Beach County, an unbelievable organization, and I get to help oversee Leadership Grow, a program for the 50 highest achieving 11th graders in our county. I've been a Boy Scout adult leader for 15 years, literally helping hundreds of young men and women on their journey. My proudest achievement? Breaking that intergenerational cycle. I have 2 boys, both in their 20s, both successful, and I could not be prouder of them. And as for Kathleen, that girl who got in trouble at Manalapan Beach, she's doing pretty good. I should know. I married her mother. And now I am I'm the grandfather to her 7-year-old child. I love being the angel, the helper of others. It's a way for me to honor the angels in my life and to keep this positive wave of energy going forward. Sometimes as my role as a divorce attorney, sometimes as a volunteer in our community, but only once by pretending to be a police officer. Thank you.